Hi there guys, this is Danny and welcome to this episode of All Monsters Go to Space. So to round off this little mini-series about the Maneki Neko figurines, I'll be talking about the folktales behind it. As I was researching for my first video, I came across so many different folklore tales that talked about the origin of these statues, and I found them so interesting. A few of them seem to share a common theme of poverty or of saving a life or involving a temple. The first two are slightly grisly, so I'll mention these first to get them out of the way. The first story that I was able to find is of a geisha who had a pet cat that she absolutely adored. One night as she was walking towards the bathroom, the cat tugged at her kimono urgently. The owner, thinking that the cat was attacking her, decapitated it, and its head landed on a snake that was about to strike its owner, killing the snake. The geisha was so distraught that one of her patrons made a statue to try and cheer her up. In another story, there was a young fisherman who would pass by a vendor stand every day and give the cat a fish. After a while, the fisherman fell on hard times financially and became sick. The cat found the man one night and brought him 2 gold coins. When the fisherman was healthy and doing fine again, he sought out the stand's owner to thank him and the cat. Upon finding out what his cat had done, he confessed his guilt, that he had killed the cat because it was stealing from him. To atone for his deed, he built a commemorative statue. Not entirely sure what he thought the cat would be stealing the money for, but, you know, most folktales don't make sense. Now these next 2 stories have the common theme of a temple. In the Kotukuji temple in the Lee family cemetery, there is a little shrine dedicated to the beckoning cat. This is because it is said that the temple was once very run down and the master priest had a cat. This cat went and sat out front, and when a group of samurai came by, it raised its paw to its ear, beckoning them. They followed the cat into the temple and were grateful to have been sheltered from the exceedingly heavy downpour. To show their gratitude, they became the patrons of this temple. So after a while, the samurai Lee made this his family temple and gave it an estate, and it grew to become very prosperous. And I believe that his family then continued to be patron to this temple. The other similar folk tales say that a wealthy man was forced to take shelter from a storm under a tree. The temple's cat noticed and beckoned for him to follow him inside. After the man had moved, lightning struck the tree that he was under. To show his gratitude to the cat who had saved his life, he became a benefactor of the temple, and it became prosperous and wealthy. After his death, a statue of the cat was made to honor him. And another story tells of an impoverished store owner who took in a starving cat even though he hardly had enough food for himself. In return for this act of kindness, the cat sits in front of the store and beckons in new visitors. Before long, the owner's luck had changed. The cat had brought him prosperity, and ever since then, the image of the cat has been used to bring in business. Now the last one that I was able to find is from around the 19th century, and is of an elderly woman who had a cat, but unfortunately she was too poor to take care of it. It varies as to whether she let the cat go or had to sell it, but after she had done all that night her cat came to her in a dream. It told her to make a clay sculpture in his image. After she woke up, she did just that. Not long afterwards, a visitor passed by and offered to buy the sculpture. She accepted and created more figures and soon had a thriving business. So I hope you've enjoyed this series on the Maneki Neko. Let me know if you've heard any other stories on the origin of these guys. I'm very interested. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.